when we think about slavery, we think about the physical costs of slavery. And they're horrible, no doubt. But I think today, what's more relevant is something else. Where are you from? Not in the U.S. Where are you people from? Odds are, if you're white, you know Ireland, Scotland, England, Germany, Italy, Greece, France. Where are you from? And based on your answer, I can tell you all kind of things about you. I can tell you whether your gravy is red, brown, or white. I can tell you what kind of booze you probably drink. Tell you what kind of food you eat. Tell you what cuss words you use. Translates into a lot of things. The values you instill in your kids, the jokes you tell, the biases you have. My kid's 4 years old. One of them. He's 4 years old. If I look at him and I say, ooh, ah, he's going to go up the rah. Now, if you're Irish, you just laughed. If you're English, you probably got a little mad because that's part of your cultural identity. If you're not either one of those, you have no idea what that means. 4 years old. Kid doesn't know where Ireland is. Couldn't point to it on a map. But it's already starting to get ingrained in him. He's already being able to take pride in that cultural identity. Why don't we have Bantu pride? Congolese pride? Why don't we have that? See, the sociologists, they like to point to black pride and say, oh, well, it's a healing endeavor. So, black people can get together and they can join in that struggle. That's a cop-out. That is a cop-out. That's a whitewash of the reality. The reality is that slavery ripped that from them. They have black pride because they don't know. I don't know. It wasn't in the slave owner's interest to keep track of the cultural heritage of his property. So that cultural identity that shapes you, it does. Think about it. Think about how much of what you are as a person is linked to your heritage like that. Stripped away, gone, and it got replaced. It got replaced. Down here in the South, especially out in the country, you go into a black kitchen, somebody is going to know how to cook hog giles and chitlins. Pig's feet. Down here, that's seen as black cuisine. That didn't come from Africa. Not the way pasta or shepherd's pie came with us. That came from the plantations. That's what the slave owner threw away and let them eat. They endured that for so long, it became part of their culture. They endured it for so long, they got good at it. Found a way to make it flavorful. No, I can't understand what it's like to be black in the U.S. I can't understand what it's like to have my cultural identity stripped away and replaced with the knowledge that when my granddad was a kid, people didn't think he was human. Or that what is seen as my cuisine is because we got good at cooking trash. That's going to affect a people, a collective people, on a very deep level. When you say get over it, we're a long way away from that. We're a long way from getting over slavery. Yeah, the physical scars, they've healed. They have. Cultural ones are still there because it's gone. It was stripped away. Just vanished in the air. And I really want you to think about how much of who you are as a person comes from the old country. I've seen people say that they're not African American, that they're just American. And I love it. Good for you. I cannot wait until the day comes when all of us just leave those national identities behind and we're just people. But that's a long way off. And until then, we're going to have to address our history. And while we may find it uncomfortable to address our history because we don't like it, we don't like the things that our people did, understand there's some people that don't know theirs. It goes a lot further than to have a talk with your kids about how to deal with cops. Your entire cultural identity was ripped away.